Hey, hello. Okay, I'm just getting a couple of things set up real quick. I'm going to have a couple of different formats because I want as many people to be able to see this as possible. So I'm going to kind of teach you guys how to cook. Um, I do a lot of soy-free, gluten-free cooking. Ooh, hello, somebody's going to get, ooh, I love that overhead. So I'm going to be kind of switching views quite a bit. There we go. And one more place to do. Anyways, so hi, my name is Raven. I am your wonderful kitchen demon. I like to tempt you with fun things that maybe you didn't think that you could do, but oh, I know you can do it. Uh, so I am soy free and gluten free because I found out a couple months ago that I have an autoimmune disease. And I was told at first, oh, it's a defect and there's nothing you can really do. Here's some medications to take, try a low, this, that, or the other kind of diet, and you'll be fine. You'll be able to lose weight. Well, since they never addressed the fact that it's actually an autoimmune disease that is sensitive to food, yeah, weight never came down. Nothing I did worked. They kept, high protein and tofu and, soy-based products, which apparently super bad for me. Super, super, super bad for me. Caused a lot of really, oh, it actually explains a lot of things that went on in my life. So yeah. Also gluten was another sensitivity that I had. Okay, one more place to start up, and I will get everything going. So today I've got some fish. I basically grabbed everything out of the refrigerator to see what do I have to work with, what's going on, what I want to do. I kind of cook on the fly. A lot of it's up here. So if it turns out good, awesome. I am working really hard on actually putting together nice recipes and doing a blog. I deal with a lot of anxiety, so sometimes it's a little hard to do, but I will do this. I swear I will do this. By my pretty little bonnet. Oh wait, never mind. Okay. There we go. Okay. Yay. Okay, so let me go ahead and grab the ingredients and grab the other stuff I'm going to need. So basically, I've got a couple of skillets. That's always good to work with. If you're going to do hot water, like start pre-boiling, that's like a number one. I am doing a pike mackerel today. So I actually really want to have rice to go with it because I feel that they go together really well. It's a nice, beautiful, oily little fish. I love, 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 love when it's got a good crisp on it. But I've also got some random vegetables that I pulled out because I need to go grocery shopping. So we're gonna see how this works. It could be comedy, but not necessarily a bad thing. So let's roll with this. I'm gonna move you real quick because I need something out of here. Okay, so fish sauce is a beautiful thing to have. I'm gonna do maybe a little sesame oil. If you are phytoestrogen sensitive, like I am, go very, very sparingly on things like sesame, barley. I think it's lentils, legumes. Yeah, all of those can create phytoestrogens in your system. Not so much fun. I have got some gochujang sauce. I think this is the right one. I don't know. That's the one that's already closed. I already have one that's open. Which is a spicy chili paste. I might use it. I might not. I'm not totally sure. I'm feeling more like Japanese food today, not so much Korean. So yes, there's huge difference. Anyways, let me grab the ingredients. I'll bring them right back. Okay, so we've got ginkgo nuts. We've got poached bamboo shoots. We've got enoki mushrooms, king oyster mushroom. We've got beet, which beet is, everybody's like, I don't know why, they just, beets. It's a good food to have. It actually tastes a lot like potato, oddly enough. Potato with a little bit extra to it, has brilliant color to it, but it does need to be cooked low and slow for a long time to like get softened up because it's much like a potato. Let me grab a couple more things and I'll be right back. You're going to hear me go into the kitchen. So, what do we have? Well, I've got my fish. And, oh, I have some rice paper. I might be able to do something with that. Okay. So we've got the fish. It's a pike mackerel, aka Pacific Saury. I went ahead and defrosted it. Yep, that is definitely pike mackerel. It has a very strong fishy smell. I'm not even gonna BS you on that. But if you like fish, it's something that you can definitely work with, and there are things that you can do to help kind of cut down some of that smell. Let's grab an odd kitchen tool now. Let me see what the final pieces look like. Okay, there's that. But oh, yes. Oh, okay. Yes, I do. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So I saw this idea. I was, tooling around YouTube. You know how that goes. And it is, what do you call it? It's a great idea to use rice paper to like grind it up really nice and fine to coat your fish or chicken or anything else you do, because I cannot have gluten, so I can't do the traditional flours. Potato starch. Let's go with that. And I'll need an egg. What was I thinking? I need an egg. Sorry. Again, this is how my brain works. I start formulating something, and it kind of goes from there. So sometimes I don't always think in a straight line, which is actually kind of good because it allows you to do stuff on the fly. So we'll do that in a second. Let's start mixing. Okay. So you want your egg in there because, of course, you're going to be making that part of your dredge. Let's grab a couple of plastic forks and another bowl. Okay, so go ahead and mix up your egg. I'm thinking what's going to take the longest. I think the beet is going to take the longest to cook, along with some of my other stuff like the bamboo shoots. So I want to go ahead and get my pan started. I'm going to cook that in. This is actually going to be for my fish because it's my smaller pan, and they only literally take minutes to do. And I'm going to go ahead and start this other one. And I don't want a super high heat. I just want like a low to medium. Let's see. So enoki mushroom ain't going to take any time at all to cook. I can throw that in towards the end when I need it. Oh, you know what? I'm going to season my fish up just a touch. Hey, how you doing? Oh, if anybody has any questions, by all means, do feel free to ask. I will take questions. So far we've got pike mackerel, that Pacific Saury that you guys know that I like. And we've got some mushroom. I'm putting a little salt and garlic on that and let it sit and kind of marinate in just a touch. My brain's also still working, combining things together. Bit of potato starch. I know that's going to need to be in. That's what my fish is going to be dredged in. So yeah, potato starch draws out excess moisture and helps to give it like a little bit of a, kind of a golden coat. So I'm hoping for. Let's go ahead and get the beet process. I am resisting so many puns right now. You have no idea. Trying so hard not to do puns. Let me Completely forgot my flexible cutting board. Just to make sure I'm in the back. All right. Cutting board. Okay. Ow! Okay, wow. I'm just all over the place. There we go. Trying to get my lower cutting board out just so I've got an extra space to stay on. Okay, they can see me pretty well. You can see me all pretty well. Okay. Now I need a nice sharp blade. Something with a bit of weight to it usually. So yeah, I work with cleavers quite a bit. Wash that off. Yeah. So, okay, that's going. I'm going to put just a touch of vinegar in there to make it simmering liquid. It's a sushi vinegar, so it has a little bit of sweetness to it. Okay. So I could leave them whole, but kind of want to make this thin, so I'm going to julienne them a bit. I am not the fastest cutter. I will admit this. I'm okay with that. So yeah. This is almost ready to turn into a, almost like a beet salad, I guess you could call it. Hello. How you doing, dear? Okay, so this I'm going to find a home for a little bit later on. So yeah, I just put in the beet. It's so hard not to make puns when you have puns right there. I blame one of my friends who tells a ton of dad jokes. Let's see. Oh, you know what? I need to go ahead and get my rice going. So let me see. Wow, I've already made a bit of a slice over here. Eggs, mushrooms. There's my fish. Cutting board up here. And literally, the fish takes like a minute, maybe two to do because there's such thin fillets. So I really want to wait till like the last minute. I'm going to prep everything else. Oh yeah, good. Actually, like bamboo shoot, really good fiber, good taste. And they take on the taste that you tend to prepare them with. I'm also going to prep a king oyster mushroom. Before I do any further prep, I'm going to grab the rice thing, plug that in. I'm going to keep talking. Please, by all means, feel free to ask questions. I do like to interact, so yeah. Okay, so do I have? Oh, you know what? I think I can put this back here. We're going to move these, of course. I might add those in. Okay. So, rice cookers are simply, rice cookers are actually really, really simple. You pretty much just plug them in, put, X amount of rice in, and then X amount of water. And when I say X amount, I mean it already has most of the instructions. Pardon for everybody who could just see my sleeve right there. Oh, okay. Hello. Wow, I got a lot of people going on today. This works. Cool. So, if you don't know, I'm currently streaming to Facebook, YouTube, and onto my Twitch channel. Hello, dear. So I'm simmering up the beets real quick. Every time I say that, I want to make a bad pun, and it's so hard to not do it. Let's see. No, that's not. Oh, I have measuring cups down here. What am I thinking? Okay. Sorry, I was just told, hey, you need to come do this thing, and I'm like, yeah, I gotta make lunch then. Because last week I had quite a few meals out, which meant I didn't know everything that was being put into my food. And I'm pretty sure that I had some gluten. And I'm very sure that I had soy. And the soy is something that can affect me for days. It's not fun. And I don't like it. I do not like it at all. Oops. Yeah, no. Okay, so rice is usually a measure or a measure and a half. So if you put in a cup, you want to put in a cup and a half of water. Basically, set it and forget it. Oh wait, oh man, flashback to a particular commercial right there. Okay. I tend to buy rice in bulk. A lot of people, you buy like a bag of rice. Well, I buy bags, like 20-pound bags of rice. Why? Because they're a better deal for the most part, and way above and beyond that, it's cheaper that way. It's super, super cheaper that way. Because a regular bag of rice can run you what, $5 to $8, depending on how fancy you're getting. Well, a 20-pound, especially someplace like H Mart, local Asian markets and whatnot, 15 to 20-pound bag will run you about the same. I get most of mine for about, $10, $12. Sometimes if you get them on sale, you can get them for a lot less. So yeah, definitely visit markets that you're not used to. You end up finding a lot of really great deals and new foods. And so yeah, this is poached bamboo shoot. It's already been pre-cooked, which makes preparing it a lot easier. Basically, all you need to do is heat it up or add seasoning or whatever. I've taken to julienning things a lot because it cuts down on cook time. It makes sure that everything is much more evenly cooked. Also just makes things easier to handle and whatnot. Anyways, so how is everybody doing today? Sorry, I also do want to look at my hands while I'm doing this because I don't feel like missing fingers. Thank you very much. Yeah, doesn't have much flavor on its own. Okay, so I already got my bento prepared. So I'll be putting the smaller dishes in here. Once my beet is done correctly, the point where I like it, we'll be doing it there. Okay, so I think, sorry, wow, everybody's messaging me. I think for this, I'm going to do a fish sauce and maybe a little bit of sesame. I think I'm going to throw some king oyster mushroom in with that mix. And vegetables start out pretty big looking, but I will tell you right now, they become much smaller once you've cooked them. I almost need that. Oh, what's that nice called? Hancho. It's a knife made for cutting, but Japanese origin. I don't mind the meat cleaver, but one of those would be really nice too. They're really great. They're sharp. Anyways, so vegetables start out with a lot of bulk to them. Once they're cooked, they lose a lot of that mass because water comes out of it. They become softer, more pliable. So yeah, if you're cooking with vegetables, cook more than you think you're going to need because, you know, there's nothing wrong with having a little bit of extra. Okay, so I think I'm going to do the bamboo and the king oyster mushroom together because that'll give me better texture, a bit more taste. Oh, I'm sorry, you guys can't quite see me from overhead. Now you're kind of looking over my shoulder, but let's give you a better view. Okay, so moving you guys to, oh, hey, I can flip you around. There we go. So as you see, got it nice and chopped up. Got the beets doing their thing. They're probably just about ready. I'm going to turn you back around again. Hopefully you guys can kind of see what I'm doing. Oh, on YouTube, I guess you can't. So I'm going to move you down a little bit. And I'm going to hold things up for you. And let's see. I've got ginkgo nuts, but I don't know. I don't think I'm going to use them today. They are good in many different things, and I might put them in for like a traditional soup that I might do later on the week. Which this week should be actually rather entertaining, cooking-wise at least. I've got quite a bit of fish because I bought, you know, a pack of it. Okay, that looks good. I'm going to rearrange that in just a bit. And between things, I'm going to be washing everything, especially since I'm dealing with beets, which turn everything very red. Or pink, depending. But yeah, beets are, I should say, fabulous because they come in many different varieties and colors. They've got a lot of vitamins and minerals, and they are a great source of beta carotene. As well as, I believe, antioxidants, if I'm not mistaken. Okay. I'll let that heat up a little bit more. And so fish sauce, and I think just a touch of sesame oil. I can't go too heavy because I'm actually phytoestrogen sensitive, and sesame oil does have phytoestrogen in it. But I like being able to have kind of the flavor. There are still things that I sometimes will crave, even though they are horrendously bad for me. Soy, which is I'm finding out in so many things. Oh my God. Why? No. Yeah, it happens a lot. It's in chocolate. It's in custards. It's in so many different foods. It's used as an emulsifier or filler, much to my chagrin. Okay. Yeah, that's the reason I have the flexible mat. So that I can get everything in at once. That needs to be washed. Now, fish sauce is a very strong smell. That's why you use it kind of sparingly. You don't want to like get too heavy-handed with it. It is made with anchovies and I believe salt. Yep, anchovies, salt, a little bit of sugar, and it's meant to be kind of strong. It's meant to be rather flavorful. I'm giving that kind of a high-ish heat. My gnocchis need to go in next. I think I might actually do them spicy because the gnocchi mushroom doesn't have a lot of flavor on their own to it. So, no worries. As for my fish, let me clean up my cutting board because we're going to need that. I was thinking, do I actually need the rice paper? And I don't. I really don't want to fry it. It's already an oily fish. So we are still going to give it a dredge. We are still going to give it some nice heat, but I'm not gonna make it like super thick weirdness. My brain is working right now. Cutting board. Okay, so what kind of questions do you guys have? I know a lot of people look at me and once they see my stuff plated, especially, they're like, I could never cook that. It looks too... Yeah, I know. Don't worry. I usually tuck this up before I turn this burner on because I almost had that moment a couple of times. But yeah. I promise. They're tucked. But yeah, don't worry. I also don't turn that burner on full blast because it's the strong burner. So yeah, I don't feel like losing parts of the dress. Okay. Tell me if that is too loud. I'm closer to you guys, so you may not hear it the way I do. But yeah. Okay. So I filleted this already. I'm not super good at filleting stuff. If that wasn't evident. But yeah, I already filleted this when I picked it up, I should say. There we go. Best way to get egg to stick onto something is make sure that it's dry. Okay. I'm gonna get these. Sorry, I just like the way cornstarch or potato starch feels on my fingers. Really don't like it. So if you see me making a face, it's because I really don't like the feel of it. Yeah. We are going to get this going. Going in a decently hot pan. A little bit of oil. You can use whatever you like. I like to use peanut oil for whatever reason. Adds a little bit of flavor. Has a good smoke point, which is how high it has to get before it burns. Yeah. I'm going to add a little salt. A little bit of black pepper. And cooking it kind of low and slow. Because both of those items have a lot of water in them. Cranberry, not so much. Mushroom definitely has a lot. Lot. Okay, there we go. Yep, using my fingers. heat on that. I should have heard a sizzle when I did. Hate it. Okay. That's it. I'm going to put my finished fillets in here and then worry about, putting it into the bento a little bit later. There we are. So, nice, simple, light. I can tell you, it smells really great. Okay. I'm not even going to deglaze that because it didn't really leave a residue in the pan. I'm going to throw in the gnocchis. And you know what? I'm going to add a little bit of gochujang sauce because I like it kind of spicy. Oh, trim the ends or the base off at the bottom. Doesn't take much. Yes, I cut towards myself. I know that worries some people. Okay. I have pre-washed these. So pretty much good to go. Now, if you're a vegetarian or you're a vegan, and you worry about your noodles having egg or some sort of an animal product in it, these mushrooms are actually kind of a fun workaround because once they soften up, they're much like noodles. Bit of gochujang sauce, and this particular gochujang that I am using is a vegan type, so you don't have to worry about animal products being in there. And then this one's peanut oil. Any questions? Any comments? There. These down. So I'm going to add just a touch of water to this. When I say touch, I do need just a touch. There you go. I know some of the places are a little over white. I've actually got a pretty good golden brown going on this. And yes, potato starch, cornstarch will crisp up something akin to flour. I found this out because I'm watching Korean cooking shows, funny enough. I didn't know that you could make noodles from like potato or cornstarch. Apparently you can. Red, red. I hate potato starch. Like potato starch tastes amazing, tastes great. Seasonings in it. That's totally fine. Something about it on my fingers. There's no limit. That's what happens in there. I am using Pacific Sourate, also known as a pike mackerel. They are beautiful, thin, oily fish. Got a great taste to them. I love them. I really do. And these were pre-salted when I bought them, so I don't have to add like more salt to them. But you can add any range of herbs and whatnot to them. Pardon the twitch. I like this. It looks like my rice is coming along nicely from where I'm standing. I'm working on different ways to do battering for my fish. Mostly because, why not? Just because I'm gluten free doesn't mean I can't enjoy things like that. Okay, so I've got a little bit of egg left over. I've got a nice hot pan going. So I'm going to be putting them in with my gnocchi. So, can't use that. I'm going to be mixing those together in just a moment. Okay, so we've got a little bit of beet, got the mushroom and bamboo, and we've got the egg, and oh yeah, egg, and those two dog into mushroom. I'm weird. I like eggs with most things, and spicy is a beautiful flavor. So run with it. So yeah, Pacific Sour is actually very inexpensive. Come on, you. Yeah. And I got the two land on top of each other. Don't worry, I have fingers of steel or Pyrex, whatever you want to call them. Two more beautiful little fish fillets. Maybe grab a paper towel. I can get them quick. I don't want them to be super oily. Okay. And turning this off. And so basically all I need to do is wait for my rice to get finished cooking, and then put that in the other half of the bento with the fish over the top of it, and I'll pretty much be good to go. I might throw some herbs on top of it because I like a good aromatic. What can I say? Anyways, I think later on this week I'll be doing chicken. I might do curry. I'm just figuring out the best recipe for that. Um, Find me on Instagram under. Sorry, I've got too many of these floating in my head. So on Instagram, I am Raven About Bento. You can find me on Facebook. I'm here on Twitch as Dame Red Bento. I'm still figuring everything out, but I hope that I'm bringing you guys at least some sort of quality or some sort of education, or maybe even a little bit of confidence to try something new. Because, hey, nothing else, you can make your own delicious dishes with just a little bit of imagination, a little bit of know-how. And worst comes worst, let me mess up or succeed first. That'll show you what I did right, what I did wrong, and give you a better understanding of how to cook for yourself. So, all my burners are off. Always double check and triple check that because you don't want to, by accident scorch yourself. Other than that, everybody have a wonderful day. Okay, I'll see you all later. Bye. Now it's going to take me a minute to finish and get everybody good. Okay.